Hey guys, welcome back to Guts of Glory and Gold and Melyssa. Today's video is all about my cleaning routine when you have chronic fatigue or chronic illness. When you are constantly exhausted, cleaning isn't really a big priority, and cleaning in itself is a workout. I'm waiting for my laundry to be done, which is why I have a pile of clothes right here, but I did work up a sweat with the vacuuming and the mopping and like moving furniture around so I can get all of those nitty-gritty areas. So this is just my cleaning routine that I have, I think, perfected, that works best for me, and I think these tips can really help you when you are extremely tired or if you suffer from chronic fatigue. Be sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel because it would really mean a lot to me, and please share this with anyone else that you think might benefit from this video, and let's just get started. So before you even start cleaning, prioritize what you need to clean. There is a difference between being messy and being dirty, and even though they're confused as the same thing, I like to differentiate them as two different things. Being messy is something that I don't really care about. For example, if any of you guys have seen my cooking videos, you would know that I have a very small kitchen and I do not have a pantry. So on my counter, I have all of my produce that I would want room temperature. So like my lemons, apples, sweet potato, bananas, and I don't really have a place to put them. I don't know if I want to like mount a basket to the wall or like what I want to do with it, but it doesn't really bother me that I have those produce on my counter. The counter is always clean, so even though it looks like the counter is full of clutter, it really isn't, and it's not that big of a deal for me. Also, my master closet right here looks like a tornado went through it all the time, and I just don't care. Nobody really goes in there. I know where everything is. I really just don't care that my closet is really messy. When something is dirty, that means it needs to be sanitized. If you have an autoimmune disease or just a really weak immune system, that means that you can get sick very easy. You want to make sure that the main areas like the bathroom and the kitchen are always sanitized because you're always there, and that's where you're kind of the most exposed. Where if I'm cooking something, what if somehow red meat touched the surface and now there's bacteria growing that could make me very sick? So that's what I mean by being messy and dirty. I don't really care about being messy. I care about cleaning what is dirty. Step number 2 before you start cleaning, utilize the time that you are most active. For me, I'm most active in the morning, and typically around 2 o'clock, I just really kind of fall apart and I don't really want to move. So if I were to plan my cleaning routine at night or in the afternoon, I probably just wouldn't do it, or I would do a half-ass job because all I want to do is sit on the couch. And my last tip before you start cleaning is utilize 2 separate timers. So I've used the washing machine as one of my timers. My clothes are in the washing machine for about 30 to 40 minutes, and then they go into the dryer for about 60 to 70 minutes. I recommend using your laundry as a timer because it limits the amount of time that you allow yourself to clean. Meaning that if you know you have a deadline, you typically work a little bit harder, a little bit faster, but also anything you don't get done after your laundry is done, that's really kind of a safety guideline, so you don't burn out. If you try to spend all day cleaning, that's really going to exhaust you, and you're going to experience that like fatigue for days on end. Limiting it for almost 2 hours, that is going to really allow you to rest for the rest of the day, and you're not going to experience burnout. The second timer of my timer system is set a 30-minute timer on your phone, and so whenever it goes off, allow yourself a 5-minute break, nothing more than 5 minutes, to drink, sit down, catch your breath, because cleaning is a workout. Once you finish your break, just set the timer again for 30 minutes and continue cleaning. Okay, so those were all of my tips pre-cleaning. Now it's time to get into the actual cleaning. So the first thing you want to do is start all of your machines. So I put a load of laundry in, and I have a dishwasher, so I started that at the same time. When it comes to sanitizing your clothes, I think the majority of us really use like lukewarm water to cold water to wash our clothes because that will prevent our clothes from stretching out. but because we are not using super hot water, that means certain bacteria can stay within our clothes. And if you are super sick, or there's throw up or whatever disgusting is on your clothes, cold water really isn't going to kill that bacteria. So I highly recommend using this LYSOL cleaning product. It does not contain bleach and it sanitizes your clothes, so you can still wash your clothes in cold water but get them clean, like bacteria free clean. The second step is to do all of the walking in one go. So what I mean by that is take a garbage bag and walk around your entire house. Pick up all of those soda bottles, granola wrappers, any little thing that needs to go in the trash. You have a trash bag with you, just throw it in there and then do a second lap where you grab all of the things in the wrong room. The best advice for this cleaning routine is to divide your space by rooms. For example, whenever I come home, I typically just kick off my shoes, but then I end up having like 4 different pairs of shoes in the living room and right by my front door. So I gather all of those and I bring them to my bedroom and I just drop them there because that's where they're supposed to be. I'm not focusing on my bedroom, I'm focusing on the whole place and just making sure that each section has everything that belongs to that section. Step 3 is to clear all of your countertops. So for this one, I recommend kind of being pretty free. If you can see on my kitchen island, there's a bunch of little paper from onions and garlic, and I just threw it on the floor because I know that I'm going to be vacuuming it up. This is a time saver because if you're focused on picking up every little piece from the onion wrapper, then you're gonna be doing that all day. It's best to just throw it on the floor because you're going to vacuum it up anyway. The next step is just to sanitize those countertops. I typically use CLOROX and LYSOL. I actually kind of prefer products that have bleach to it, so make sure you open up all of your windows because it can be very bad to breathe in. So we are still playing by the rules that we are taking care of the apartment as one large unit before dividing it into sections. So actions like cleaning off the countertops and then sanitizing the countertops, I think is a much faster way, a more pragmatic way when you do those steps at the same time with all of the rooms. So if you are cleaning off the countertops, sanitizing it, then you have to leave your products there, go to the bathroom, clean off all the countertops, and then sanitize everything there. I think that just creates more time and work. I recommend starting with those places. So for example, what I did was I took a bleach base cleaner, went to my bathroom first. I sprayed my shower and bathtub and my toilet, and then worked my way through the sink, the mirror, and then I went to the kitchen. I sprayed down the island, and then I sprayed down all of the other counters within the kitchen. Then I grabbed my paper towels and I started wiping down the surface areas in my kitchen and then worked my way back to the bathroom. So that way the cleaner products have time to work in those tough areas like the toilet and the shower and bathtub. 2 steps that kind of go hand in hand. I recommend vacuuming everywhere first. I got to pick up all of the onion wrappers that I knocked off the counter before. Vacuuming first gets rid of all of the dust bunnies and just larger pieces. So when I go to mop my hardwood floors, I'm already on a fairly smooth surface. I don't need to worry about picking things up. When you are mopping your floors, remember to work your way out of the room instead of working yourself into a corner. So after I have vacuumed and mopped all of the hardwood surfaces, that's when we are going to tackle it room by room. So that's organizing the furniture in your living room. For me in my bedroom, it's making my bed, it's picking up all of the shoes that I dropped on the floor and just making that room look like itself again. I'm still waiting for my laundry to be done, but my tips for when you are going to fold your laundry: take all of your clothes, dump it on your bed, and then also have a stack of hangers right next to you. So when you're folding your clothes, make sure you divide it by drawer that it's gonna go in, and then all of the clothes that need to be hanged, hook them on the hangers, but you don't need to get out of bed or your comfy position until every single piece of clothing has already been folded. When you have divided your folded clothes into stacks of what drawer they're going to go in, it makes putting them away so much faster. You typically only have to go hang up your clothes in the closet in one go because they're already on hangers. This also allows you to kind of rest while you're still working. And then you can just spend the rest of your day in bed like how I did. Some things that I think need to be addressed for ending this video is that I have a 1-bedroom apartment, so it takes me a lot faster to clean my place because everything here is something that I own. It's my own place. And if you are a family and you have a bunch of kids, it's a lot more difficult because you're not only taking care of your stuff but everybody else's stuff. So I really recommend delegating work to your children and to your spouse. Each child should be responsible for as much as they can be, depending on their age. They should be responsible for their room and cleaning up after them. And then also negotiate with your spouse on chores that need to be done. I really hate doing the dishes, but Hunter's totally fine with doing that. So I'll make him do the dishes while I'll clean the bathroom. Just find things that are more tolerable to do and work together. And my last tip of advice, if you are in a financial position where you can hire somebody else to clean your space, I recommend doing that. I do think of it as a health decision, except I also think that cleaning in itself is a workout. And so if you can't really do much and cleaning is a workout for you, it can kind of build your stamina, but that's ultimately up to you. If you're in the financial position, I think that's a good option. And you can also invest in cleaning supplies. So if you hate vacuuming, maybe buy a Roomba where it just goes around and vacuums for you. There's a bunch of different cleaning things like that where you really don't need to do any work. It's just a machine that will clean it for you. So cleaning is something that's really difficult for you. I highly recommend investing in either hiring someone to help you or purchasing things that will clean for you. I hope this video was helpful in some kind of way. I definitely think that cleaning is really difficult, and when I was really sick and struggling, it was the last thing I wanted to do. As you saw in this video, it was a deep clean of the entire place, and so if you really just don't want to expel all the energy at once, you could set it up like every Sunday you clean the bathroom. So you can do things like that take about 20 minutes or so to get the job done, and you can prevent yourself from doing deep cleanings like this video. But I actually enjoy doing this deep cleaning like every 2 weeks because it just makes me feel a lot better knowing that my place is clean and sanitized. Again, I don't care that much if it's messy, but I hope this video was helpful in showing you my cleaning routine. And if you guys have any other tips, please leave them in the comment section down below. It would really help out anyone else who watches this video to learn from each other. This channel is all about helping people that suffer with a chronic illness that makes certain things in everyday life a bit more difficult. So if you have other tips, please leave them in the comment section down below. Remember, you are never alone, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!